Talking about just things that are physical in the spirit. Don't say you're a Christian but you don't know who Christ is. Don't say you're a Christian but your life doesn't reflect that of Christ. For we know who Jesus Christ is and we know his life and how he lived his life. Is an open book for everybody. Nothing is hidden about the life of Christ. And you hear that all the Sundays and every day you gather together. Then live according to the word that you receive. That's what makes you a soldier of Christ. In the book of Proverbs chapter 19 verse 9, a false witness will not go unpunished, and one who declares lies will perish. Don't go around lying on people, making false accusations, being a false witness for one thing or another, for your stomach, for what you will eat. Then now in Nigeria, they're talking about they're already the same way for their stomach, and they want God to deliver them from the hands of their captors. They're sharing money, bribery, and corruption. People will now testify falsely, accuse one another falsely, and they say they are Christians. These are people that carry the name of Christ. No, you don't get to choose whether you're a member of this kingdom or not. Christ does. He is the Prince of heaven and the earth. Satan is not. Satan is only the prince of hell where he is sent to. Where he will be with you if you do not and continue to live your ways. So there will be a sign will be sent to you. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 17. Food gained by fraud tastes sweet, but one ends up with a mouth full of gravel. Those of you that have been engaging in all kinds of malpractices, and I'm addressing to those from the southeast for a reason. You have forgotten how you make your money. If this is the way that you were after the Civil War in 1967-70, then nobody would have been able to survive it. You survived for love of your brother and your sister and your neighbors. That's what kept you alive. That's what made you what you are today. And people are out there bragging. You see, people are bragging, talking about money, throwing money and acting. Is that what an Igbo man is? When I was a kid, they say that you know how rich an Igbo man is by looking at his wife. The amount of gold that adorned the neck of his wife and his hands and her, and her hands, the clothing that she wears. That's how you know how rich a man is. Most of the men walk around, they see them in clothes, may not be unclean, may be riding a bicycle or a motorcycle, but he got enough money to buy an aircraft. Today, what do you see? When somebody can eat food and have a place to lay their head, they start to make too much noise. Say they have money. Noisemakers. Somebody will have 200 million, he take 100 million and bribe somebody so that they can have a handshake. There used to be two stories I'll tell you today. Before I go to that, a story of one man called Waldman. When we were a kid, we had the story. Whether it's real or not, I don't know. But the story was that the man was only driving 504 car. But the man is a well-known man from Nnewi. And then he was driving on Third Mainland Bridge. And his driver hit another car. And the car was a Yoruba man, a woman. And the Yoruba woman jumped up and was puffing and was screaming and said to the driver, "You hit my car. Do you know who my husband is?" And the driver knelt down, was begging the Yoruba woman to say, I'm sorry. It was the traffic. You stopped quickly, and then I couldn't get the brake to stop my car, and he hit the car. I'm sorry, we fixed the car. And the woman took a hand and slapped the driver. Wah! And slapped the driver. Wah! And slapped the driver. Wah! And the driver was crying and said, Madam, please, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. And he said, you are here talking and your guy is sitting in the car. I'm telling you a story. If you grew up as a child around my age, you will know the story. And the driver came again to plead with the woman, because the woman went, want to reach message and call the father, contact, try to reach the husband that somebody have hit the car. And then the driver went back again to plead with the woman, and the Yoruba woman put another slap. Wow, don't you know who I am? Don't you know who I am? And then the word man came out in his simple pair of shorts and t-shirt and white shirt, short and white t-shirt and white tennis shoe, and just came out and said, Madam, I beg you, please, I will fix you a car. I will fix you a car. I will even buy you another car so that we can move. We are causing hold up. He put his hand and slapped the word man. Where do you get the money to buy my car? Can't you see the Mercedes, the car I'm driving? The man rubbed his hand in his cheek, and he commanded the driver to panel beat the car from every angle. Don't leave anything in the car. Destroy the car. And the driver jumped in his car and right there in front of the woman and destroyed the car. And everybody was looking. When he finishes and he panel beat, he took his business card and he gave to the woman. Tell that your husband to come to see me. They said the story goes that then the woman, when the husband, the car couldn't drive because he was hit from every angle, and he drove the car, he towed the car, and then when he got to the home, crying and puffing, and he gave the business card to the husband, and her husband took up his hand and slapped his wife. Wow, hey, honey, wow, wow, wow. Do you know who he is?